there. China announced via its state media that it may have detected signals from an alien civilization. Shortly afterwards, that report was mysteriously deleted. What's going on? Is the truth out there? Let's talk to UFO expert and author Tony Topping. Good afternoon, Tony.
Good afternoon, Kevin. Glad to be with you. Thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you for joining us. What do you make of this? A bit strange. I mean, this was an official announcement on Chinese state media that they had found potential evidence of an alien civilization, and then it was swiftly removed, swiftly deleted. What's your interpretation of that sequence of events?
I think that it's an interpretation of how high level the UFO cover-up is. It's a very high-level cover-up, and that is just a fine example, I think. If you listen to Luis Elizondo, your listeners might be familiar with that name, but if they're not, he headed the AATIP, the Advanced Threat Information Program for the Pentagon, researching the UAP phenomena. Also, the MOD did Project Condign, which researched plasma, flying plasma in the UK air defence region. Now, the thing with that is that they concluded that they didn't know what they were. And this is the mantra, Kevin, that's buzzed through the media. We do not know what they are. They do know what they are. And I think there's been a high-level cover-up involved. It is my opinion that some of these are actually coming from ocean bases and that we have forms of life in our oceans that have not yet been declared by our governments. And I think they're keeping quiet about it. I'm quite opinionated on the matter, but I think that's what's going on. So this would come as no surprise, because we don't know what they are should actually be altered to we don't know how to deal with them. That's when the mantra, I think, should be altered, Kevin, personally on it.
Let's put in the details that this report of alien activity emanated from Sky Eye. That is a 1,640-foot diameter telescope based in China's Guizhou province that detected unusual electromagnetic signals that scientists claim could have had alien origin. So it was all very intriguing. Suddenly, that report was gone.
Yeah, it's quite typical of the oppression of the information. Contrary to the fact that they don't know what they are, they do. But interestingly, though, the guy who leads that organisation, Zhang Tongai, I think it's pronounced, indicated that it is a suspicious extraterrestrial signal, and it might be interference from some other source, but he is not sure. And therefore, it's going to be a long process to actually decipher, Kevin, what this signal is all about, because it could well be that. There's also a report in California, forgotten the name of the author, done by Caltech, about parallel universes, when they deployed radio astronomy on the chemical hydrogen lines to detect what appears to be a parallel universe. They were getting radio signals from it. They have a feeling that it could be a parallel universe. If you imagine bubbles joined together, that's kind of like the concept they were working on. Also, the Japan Aerospace Exploration Organization would indicate that they found about 20 amino acids in an asteroid called Ragu, and they reckon that that's life from other planets as well, Kevin.
Last question, really, Tony. You know, you're not the first UFO expert that I've spoken to who said there's always been this international cover-up when it comes to the truth about UFOs and alien activity and alien civilizations. If it's true that governments around the world do cover this stuff up, the question is why?
It's a very valid question, Kevin, and a good question. It's to do with technological acquisition. I do believe that if you have an advanced craft crashing on Earth and they recover it, they're not going to want the North Koreans to find that technology. Equally, the Russians are not going to want the Chinese or the Americans to find that technology, and there's going to be a veil of secrecy like you wouldn't believe around it. One guy who broke the silence on this matter was Colonel Philip Corso. The jury is out as to whether he was telling the truth or not, but he believed that the technology that we see today, including our television screens, are backdated engineering projects from the US Army, from Roswell.
Oh, yeah, the New Mexico incident.
New Mexico, indeed.
Well, Tony, it's intriguing stuff and great to talk to you. Thank you very much. Tony Topping there, UFO expert.